WODU. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm talking about Simply C. How you doing, Simply C? It's our history. 757-804 and the world. So
Hello.
how you doing? How you
I'm
doing?
good. Sorry. I was trying to finish my setup now that we were live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot to do that right before we started, so that's my bad.
Oh, okay. Hey, take your time. Ain't on her. We got about 50 minutes or 48.
Oh,
But nevertheless, we getting ready. I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and bring my guest on so I can, let people know who he is, because everybody know who you is. You from WODU Studios, a colleague of Old Dominion University. Now got your own podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Simply C.
let me do the same face I was making in that picture.
Uh,
I was gonna make the same face I made in that picture.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But see, that's your natural look, so that's why I had to put it up.
Yeah.
And our guest today, he's a local legendary. He's a celebrity, not in his own mind, but in his own time. Bunny, wait a minute. Hold up.
Where'd he
What
go?
is this? I'm trying to see what he's doing now. He's checking.
Oh,
He's
how do I flip my
Lou Bunny.
perspective?
He's put me on funny. This is I don't hit the wrong button. I put one person on hold. I put him on hold. That's what. Hey, Bunny.
There we go.
Hello, Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just bringing you on live on the mic, on the network. I was introducing my colleague that's also a talk show host. Her name is Simply C, and she'll be also interviewing you today. But I wanted to give you a perfect introduction because you're a celebrity in the 757, and I wanted people to know that you are an entertainer and you've been doing it for years. But when you come on, I'll let you talk about that because that's why you're here. But and to talk about the things that you feel like what we need to do in our community for the youth as well. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I got the one and only. He's on the phone, and Simply C. His name is Bunny Brown. He's the celebrity in town on the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show. How you doing, Bunny?
Oh, I can't complain. I woke up this morning.
Hey, we both can thank for that, bro. The way things are going on in this world.
Yeah.
And Simply C, introduce yourself to Bunny Brown.
Hi, I'm Simply Cece, local personality. I do streaming right now, but I used to have a podcast. I have a small production company where we make videos for people and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
As an entertainer, that's very interesting.
Yeah. So I want you to tell the people a little about, your entertainment experience, as you was coming up and how you got started in the entertainment.
Okay. Well, my inspiration was my father was an entertainer.
Uh-huh.
And then one of my older brothers, but during the 60s, he was in an Emerald studio on Church Street.
Uh-huh.
And I used to watch him rehearse at my house. I was on 9 when I first thought I could sing. But then he heard me. He said, "Boy, you got a voice." So anyway, to make a long story short, with those two inspirations, I just got inspired. And then my first stage presence was in his first grade.
Okay.
My teacher gave me a part in the play because I used to sing all the
time.
And from that point on, when I got that video, the audience responded to what I did and was applause. Hey, I got the book. And now in '74, I look back on all of that. I sang with at least 7 or 8 groups in my 74 years, and I've trained other people on stage presence and voice texture. Boy, it's been a ride. It's been a journey, and I'm not finished yet.
Oh, okay. That's what
I would really like to do is get 4 or 5 young cats that want to do this, and give them the benefit of my experience,
right?
And nurture them, and coach them right on into stardom, if possibly,
right?
But that's been one of my biggest strengths as I got, because I'm not gonna be here forever, and I'm 74, so I like to leave a legacy of something that can be carried on, through younger cats it's still going on. Just like the Temptations, that a lot of them died off, but they're still going. The Temps are still performing.
Yeah.
Crazy personnel, but they're still performing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get girls or guys. In fact, I like to get a set of girls and a set of guys. But I'll take what comes first and work with that and then move on.
Right.
But that's been a big inspiration of mine, as well as being a singer and entertainer. I do the stand up as well. That's what I'm known for throughout school and my adult life. Buddy, that's crazy. He's a crazy dude. And Buddy's wow. Have you ever heard him sing? This is the stuff I hear. Anyway, I've enjoyed it, and I haven't really reached the pinnacle that I always aspired and perceived in my mind physically, but emotionally within my heart. I'm pleased at what I've done, and I'm pleased at the people that have been inspired by me, because I was inspired by somebody. I'm just passing the torch,
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that when it comes to passing on knowledge in our community, it seems sometimes it might be some of the things that our young people are not learning that's positive. And they wind up into the pipeline of prison. And the Bible said, train them while they're young. And as being elders, once we get over 21, once we get over 21, we are the elders, and we're supposed to reach back and be able to touch somebody so that they can get to do the things that they want to do and be accomplished and stuff.
Oh, I like the sound of that when it comes to young folk.
Yeah.
I saw a young group of people at a theater not long ago, brother that was directing I guess you call it a choir, because it was about 18 people on the stage, and they were all individually were very good. Collectively as a group, they did very well. It was there with a dance group there and a vocal. And a friend of mine's daughter led the dance group, Valerie and John Bland. Their daughter, I don't know her name, but they were fantastic. And I try to attend anything that has to do with youth. And I also, which I couldn't even call the name of the place, is in Town Center. It's right near this Sanders Center for the Performing Arts.
Oh, down in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
What's the name?
It's in Virginia Beach. I know what he's talking about. Right off the.
But anyway, I saw this group over the Christmas holidays. They did Motown. Man, let me tell you, it was phenomenal. Those kids did Motown. And they did the Jackson 5. Man, you thought Michael was in it back in the day.
Wow.
And they were what you call perfect for their age bracket. They were phenomenal, from what I can see. And here they did whoever coached them, whoever put it together, formatted everything, were pretty much they were on point.
That's good. That's what we need. I mean, to try to keep our young people motivated. And it's a struggle. Everything is a struggle until you get somebody to put you on the right track, show you the right tools you need to use with your voice. And most young people are like geared to rap or hip hop. It's complicated, because when I talk to people about their music, they'll say, can you play my music? I said, well, you can send it to me. No, I said, no, I don't take music that people send to me. I will buy it if it's in iTunes. I will buy it. One reason I buy it, because I own it, because I bought it. 2, I don't have to play it unless I want to.
That's true.
Secondly, if it's not positive, I ain't gonna play it.
That's true. Because
So
you're kind of obligated if they. Well, you're not necessarily obligated, but you're etiquetely obligated if they give it to you. You have to
right,
promote
because
it.
yeah, that's what they think. They think because I gave you a song, you better pay. You need to play
Mhm.
my song, bro. Like I had one guy that I was talking. I mean, several of them, but one guy I said I can't play that music. He said, man, I don't
Mhm.
give a f about what you don't want to play.
Well,
I
then
said,
don't
well,
talk to me.
I said,
Thanks. Have a
I
great
said,
day.
Wait a minute. He wants you to promote him.
right.
Come at you like that.
Right. That's what they do. Because
Yeah.
they get offensive because they made the music. See what it is their friends have already told them, man, you bad. That's a bad joint. You call
And in
it
the right
B's,
setting,
yeah,
then
B's
maybe.
and H's and
Yeah.
cursing and
No.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
My son was into rap.
Can you put him closer to the mic? It's hard to hear.
But he was in it. I said, son, I'll back you. I would encourage your effort and support you in every way. I don't want to hear one cussing word. You know.
Right.
See that, but that's what fails. That see, that's where those people steer our children wrong.
Right.
That the only way they can make it, you got to use that vulgar language, and it has to be putting down the sisters,
right,
and all that. I said, I don't come. I don't want to hear that in my house.
Yeah.
So I'm inevitable. He gave it up. He gave it up because he told me that I didn't give it up because I didn't have a talent. I didn't want to pursue it. But I saw you go to rehearsal so much. Some of that time that I wanted to spend with you. And I don't want to put my two sons through that.
Right.
That tore me up.
Right.
Because I was so involved in my career that I didn't realize it. He didn't tell me till maybe 4 years ago.
Right.
How it affected him. So
yeah.
But I just when he was in it, I would go to the hell and high water with it. As long as what you're doing will inspire another youth to do something equally as positive.
Right.
You know, I say, why? Well, I know why the industry promotes that vulgarity because it sells.
Right.
Yep.
But it doesn't do a thing for our young people that are listening.
Right.
Other than put them in a frame of mind that this is the only way I can go.
Yeah.
Right.
Be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the irony of it. Do you have any comments you want to make on that?
No, I agree. I even in listening to music in my own time as someone in my 20s, I try to balance it between what my mom would call ratchet music and actual sustenance that I listen to, because I feel like there's a time and a place. And if I'm at the gym, sustenance isn't really going to fuel me. I have to get through the workout, and I have to have the desire to push through it. And a lot of times that the music that gives you or at least the music that I find that gives you a message, because my friend actually finds some pretty good message music with great beats. I haven't quite found that knack yet, but mine is more soothing. So I can listen to the Bible play, and it just is like an audiobook to me, but it doesn't give me that fuel to push through exercise. But driving, it'll calm me down. So I'm a much more mostly considerate driver when I'm listening to it or something like that. But I wouldn't want those things to seep in my mind all day long. And even when I have those songs, I'm mindful of what they're saying in the music, because if I'm singing the song, then I'm professing that for my space too.
Right.
So I try to find the ones that have the really good beats. I only speak what I agree with, or I change the words around so that it matches what I would want to see in my life. But a lot of people don't have that. I just had a disagreement with someone about that. I didn't have context, and then I got context later. But all I heard was him saying he's a lost cause. And I was like, please don't say that.
Right.
I value you too much to ever hear those words come out of your mouth, song or not. So why would you say that about yourself? Because you're putting yourself in a space to say that you don't deserve, you're less than, you lack the skills, the resources, the abilities to get to where you see yourself in life. And that's not how I see you.
Right.
So I need you to say better words. And he didn't understand because he's just like, they're just words. They're just words. They don't have any power over you. I said, you saying those words has power. Somebody else saying what they want to say, that's their opinion. You get what you put out there. So just be mindful of what you say.
Exactly.
It'll come back to you. So if somebody else is saying that, like, yeah, of course, it only has as much power as you allow it. But that came out of your mouth right next to me. And I don't expect that of you. And I lectured him and he didn't get it and he still doesn't get it. But when I heard the song, I understood how he got comfortable saying those things. It was it T-Pain? I think it was T-Pain, and he redid Tennessee Whiskey, but he slowed it down or he sang it in a different way. And it sounded nice. But when I heard that line, I said, oh, now I understand why you said that. I don't take back my words, but I need you to recognize, like, your thoughts have more power. Like your life will change. And I challenged him. I told him 60 days. I challenge you to watch what you listen to, watch the words, see what happens when you shift it. After 60 days, if you don't see a change, then you can say what you want to say about what I got to say. But I can tell you in my life, I can tell making those changes made a difference. And I would like to see that for you.
Yeah. And that's the point.
I can definitely understand that.
You know, that's what I'm saying is, you know, getting them to understand that, you know, like I tell people about, you know, when they talk about racism, I don't like white people. I say, well, you got to understand this, like, just like blacks and white. There's two sets of each. You have the good person and you have a bad person. All black people ain't good. That means
all white people ain't bad.
Right. So you have to balance it out. To understand is we have to reach a common ground on how we treat ourselves, because really people really judge you on how you treat yourself.
Yep.
And if they feel like
that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
You know, they feel like they can get over on you, they're gonna get over on you. You know, and I was brought up, as my mom or my dad might say, don't take my kindness as a weakness.
Nope.
You know,
because it's a setup.
It's the street. The streets are real out there, and that's what people don't understand. Most of the young people don't understand is you can't talk about being a rapper because you're not in the streets. That's why
even the ones in the streets don't really talk like that, though. You find the music that they make where they talk like that. These are people who grew up in the suburbs with both parents in the household. They're just making this because it sells.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Right.
You know, the way that things are perpetuated to the young, what they will accept. If somebody that got, say, for instance, he has a demo and goes to a certain promoter. If it's not what they see themselves making money, they will refuse this talent.
Right.
Because they know the trend today. I'll give you an example. Snoop Dogg, they got a song, what's that? I ain't got time for you niggas. Look at the money that makes.
Right.
But now he's got motivational things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as he got older.
As he got older and had like kids or I think he's on a grandkid now, right?
Now he got kids. He got kids songs.
Yeah, he's got kids songs and motivational music out now.
I'm just using that as an example.
Right, yo, I know.
I'm using that as an example. Because I mean, the business. I mean, the industry was snatch that kind of stuff up quick. Because the music transcends the races and the message. All the blacks want is the beat.
Right.
White folks buy it because they like look at them. Look what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then they get mad if we say it. This is that's crazy to me.
Yeah, they get mad.
Why can't the young people get something that has a message of positivity through rap, which I don't really get into because I can't understand what they're saying. But if it's a message of positivity,
right?
Why don't they promote that kind of stuff? Yeah. Why is it always the vulgarity, putting down sisters, calling it after police and all this kind of stuff?
Yeah,
that's them. They make plenty of stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Lil Wayne and I can name a bunch of them, but I just want to see some clean. I don't have to be on no religious level, but just make sense without using that. To me, it's hyperbole,
right?
Because it's not really factual, but it sells.
Yeah. What we try to do, like I said, is with most young people, when they if you hold the line with them, I call it towing the line. If you can get them to listen, then most times they will rise to the challenge.
There you go. Yeah. listen, to get them to listen.
Uh-huh.
I with my own children, I said, hey, you know, you can hear me all you want, but until you listen and grasp what I'm saying, you won't be able to exemplify.
That was my frustration
you
with
won't
that
be able
dude.
to understand it to exemplify.
Yeah.
You have to listen. And that's enough. And you know, when I know something about me, I didn't learn to listen till I was 40. I mean, I heard a lot of things, but to actually grasp what was said to me, if I was so into what my way, you know, I really didn't appreciate the difference of opinion when somebody tell me, well, but I ever tried this? Oh, no, I'm gonna do it this way. See, but I lost a lot of time doing it. I'm not. I don't get into all that because I can't go back and change nothing.
Right.
I changed my ways. I changed my ways at 40 years old, and I've been doing better ever since. But I was so hyped on doing it my way. My father told me, son, don't get into all this group action because I did it. And you're going to get your heart broken a lot of times. I didn't listen. And he was absolutely, man, he was right. Ego is the biggest hindrance in young blacks trying to work together. Ego.
Right. Yeah. And that's
if one is known for being a serious rapper, I mean, they call it, he can spit, you know, and then you got a guy that's equally talented, but he's not known. So he has to get known. And when he get there, he get that ego, but everybody has some type of ego to some degree.
Right.
But if you don't let it be so excessive that you take your prize and the capability of another person who could be equally as talented or more so as you are.
Yeah.
You know, you're not the best. Everybody that's good, there's always somebody better.
Hello.
Yep.
You know, I try to drill that in my kids, and I'm very happy with the success of my children right now.
Yeah. You know, all I know is if you know, like you have to really talk to them, and if they grasp, you know, like I got people they comedians and they don't like. One of my son's friend, I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't changing music yet. You still using the N word. You know, I'll joke with him. He said, no, man, that's what it is. It's what people want to hear. So you won't fall down the pit because everybody in the pit.
No, see, that's what that trend thing.
Yeah.
And see, you remember I told you the other day that I've never been a trend person, so that follows. Well, let me go back.
Agreed.
When bell bottoms and it was out and the platform shoes. That was trend. I did do that.
Yeah, me too.
You know, and what my point is this: I'm more or less a trendsetter because I deal with my own individuality when it comes to my style and the way I dress.
Yeah,
right.
And people invite me to parties. It's all white party. I say, well, y'all won't be there because I'm gonna wear what I want to wear.
Right.
I dress to my feelings. I dress to my feelings. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Hey man, everybody's gonna.
Some people need that though.
All white party. No, I won't be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in
there. If
there.
I can wear what I want to wear,
yeah,
sure, come on in. But if it's a requirement, to wear white, then I won't be there.
Yeah, I gotta tell them I'm coming to the all black party.
Yeah, but see, I mean, and I even that. If it was all black, I'm not gonna go. I'm not.
He's saying he needs his space to be.
Because I want the way I look to be inspiring to someone else. When somebody asks me, "What you buy that?"
Yeah.
They don't believe me. 85.
Yeah.
The bulk of my wardrobe I get from the thrift store.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't sell what I like in the stores no more.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want my clothes hanging off me. I want my stuff to fit me.
Yeah, a lot of entertainers do that. They go to the thrift store.
You can find the nostalgia of your era, and not so much as trying to bring it back, but you know what fits you.
Right.
And you know what? I'm a double breast. Somebody asked me, you wear double breast. Well, where did double breast come back and shop. I said, where the hell did they ever leave?
I'm telling you, the people that couldn't afford them.
Mhm.
Most of the people days, but see, but I go there, I go to the thrift stores for the simple reason I know I'm gonna find me some nice garments because the rich people, when they change their wardrobe, they go to the thrift stores.
Yep.
So that's where money go, looking for what I like to wear.
Yeah.
And all those labels, I got some stuff I can name off a whole lot of designers. I didn't buy it a whole. I mean, at a retail store. You know, I bought it a thrift out of a thrift store, quality stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, not that I'm cheap. I buy shoes and stuff like that to accessorize what I buy. Brand new. But the clothes. I'm a thrift store man.
Yeah. Wilson Jones. I'm pretty sure you remember the name. He does the same thing. He go to thrift store and get his stuff. He's a comedian and he plays different roles. And
Wilson Jones. I know Wilson.
Yeah, he's down in Georgia now.
Okay, I heard he with his wife said, man, when I worked at the Jazz Showcase up that used to be behind Broadway. He was one of the comedians that come in there. Yeah. And I know Will's pretty good.
Yeah. So like because you're not here, I'm gonna put his picture up there. You used to did you ever perform at the Broadway when Bob was there or?
Did I ever perform?
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, that was like a patio away from home performance. We were in the Gong Show. Bob used to have called it the Gong Show. They called it a karaoke now.
Oh, okay.
But in the Gong Show, you pantomime, you sing with a record,
right?
Rather than singing with a track,
right?
Oh man, that was
that had to be interesting.
With Winfred Sanders, same thing. Every club and every club that you ever met, I was there, right?
Yeah.
And I did the same thing at every club, and I enjoy people. I'm a people person. I love entertaining people. I like to think. One of my prayers in the morning is God put somebody in my path who needs something from you that I can say.
Right. Because you never know what somebody's going through, you know.
Exactly. You know, and I take my walk like I'm going out and take one in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's beautiful outside. Every time I take a walk, just like I ask God to put somebody in my path, it happens. Every time I take a walk.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a little short story?
Sure.
I live out here, Rick. You know what upscale is?
Yeah.
I live right behind it. But when I walk out the back gate and go right in front of upscale, I saw this little young boy, teenager, sitting on the stoop. So I was a little apprehensive to even walk past him because I didn't know what was up with him. Because, you got to be a little skeptical these days. But anyway, said, sir. And I reached my pocket and thought he wanted some money. So I said, wait, you hungry, man? He said, no. I just need somebody to help me with something. I said, what's that? He said, I cheated on my girlfriend and she quit me. And I want her back. He said, I want her back. I mean, out of the blue, he just stopped me.
Right.
So I just said, let me ask you one thing, sir. Do you believe you are becoming a man? He said, I'm trying. I said, one way to start is you got to own up to what you do wrong.
Right.
You don't try to make that woman think she's crazy, that she didn't see what she saw. Whatever way she caught you, you did, right? And she knows about it. Drop your pride, man. Go to the lady and ask her to forgive you.
Right.
Sincerely. And whatever it takes, and don't make no promises that you're going to be no saint. See, I won't make that mistake again.
Right. Yeah. Because
and tell her how much you love her. And I said, well, if that help you? You said, sir, that makes a lot of sense to me. I said, you just got to be honest about your mistake, man.
Yeah.
Own up to it. Don't ever run from what you did wrong because you'll never learn to do it right.
And that's when talking to young people, you find out they really just want somebody to talk to them.
Hello. That's all they want to be listened to. That's true. That's the absolute truth. Because You notice a lot of babies are having babies and raising babies. I mean, you got some 30-year-old with a 15-year-old son.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and they still want to party because they think they're 30 years old, still young.
Yeah.
And then when the 15-year-old see that 30-year-old mother bringing people in the house and they down there, so when y'all go upstairs or y'all go outside, and they come in the house and smell weed.
They know what's going on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, they're only going to emulate the environmental influences that they undergo while they're growing up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Children are influenced by environmental influences.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
It's you know, like I said, I used to do teen dances, and I used to, you know, I implemented with Soul Ranger doing teen dances because I
remember. Man, you done got so fat. In front of you mentioned that.
You ain't talking about the Soul Ranger.
Yeah. I remember. What is his name?
Frankie Stewart.
Frankie Stewart. Yeah.
Look, buddy. Look, buddy, you're talking about me, buddy, because I can't see you. But you know I'm the Soul Ranger. I'm the original Soul Ranger, WRAP.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But I saw him at Golden Corral.
Oh, yeah, that's his spot.
I looked at his face. I said, I know you.
Yeah.
He said, you are the Soul Ranger. Boy, you must have ate yourself in bad hair. What the Look. He was no bigger than me back in the day, you know? Yeah. I mean, he was round, Jack.
Yeah.
I punched him in the side. I was like, you look like the Pillsbury boy. He said, go ahead on, man.
Yeah.
He said, I remember you from, remember that club in Portland called,
Den 2?
What was it? Den 2.
Yeah.
With Mactown.
Mactown, yeah.
And that was one of the places I used to frequently see him. You know, and, hey man, it just for you to say Soul Ranger, it just brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah, he's still doing radio though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on. He's over there with the people. They got five stations over there with WPCE, and he might do an oldie or a hip hop show, you know, variety show. But yeah, he's over there. Off then, the station's on. I think that might be FM because it's in North Carolina.
What's the short guy used to do the gospel on WPCE? What is this? He's the older guy. He got me in the days by now.
Was that Don Eastman?
No. Man, my memory ain't as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, what is this guy's name?
You used to do.
He's everywhere, man. He's a tiny guy, but he was back then with Bob Jackson, Jack Holmes, and all that bunch. When he was on the radio as well. I say his name, you say, "Oh yeah," but I can't. I can see the face, but I can't.
Right.
I can't pull up the name in this computer of mine. You know?
I probably know. I tell you what, he invited me to come on the air with him, but you got to be there 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about I know you're talking about. I just can't think of the name right now.
It's an AM station.
Yeah.
And he said you got to be there by 7 in the morning. Oh man, it's keep dropping that reminder.
Oh, you talking about Chester's brother, the short guy.
With Chester Lee's brother?
Yeah.
No. Jonah.
Yeah, that's his brother.
That's Chester Lee's brother?
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. Yeah. Jonah, yeah. Hey man, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a long time, man. Yeah. You know, y'all want to come on the stage.
That's how he talks.
Yeah.
But you get up that early in the morning to go on the air with him, it's only for a half hour.
Right.
It's not much going to be discussed or transmitted within that time to get up that early in the morning. But I told him I would get with him. I just said, hey man, I don't even know it's a word 7 o'clock.
Right.
I'm
You
just
know?
I'm just going to bed.
Right.
I mean, I worked nights all my life.
Right.
So I sleep in during the mornings and afternoons. But you know, and that my body is just I'm programmed for that.
Yeah.
You know, because I've worked the hotel business for 42 years, and I've always worked at night. So you know that along with the styling hair for 30 years, you know, treating them 3 kids, man, I did what I had to do.
Right.
But I was always in a atmosphere where there was people. There was a trade with the product and my talents to the public, and you know, and receiving something from that as well as just the monetary value of it. There was a educational inspiration I get from people. I get that every day.
Yeah.
I learn from young people. I learn from old people, and I don't close my mind to nobody else's wisdom.
That's good. That's why I had to bring you on, because like I tell when I'm talking to people or just in general, you know, you just got to, you can't talk at, see, sometimes we get it twisted when we're talking to young people. See, there's 2 ways you talk to young people. You can talk to them or you can talk at them. When you're talking at them, they ain't paying attention to what you say.
No.
When you talk to them, they can sense that you're concerned, truly concerned about their welfare. And like I tell people, all you got to do is look them in the eye and ask them one question. Give me your word that you will not do that again. And if you see them moving their head from side to side, looking down to the ground, scratching their head, hey man, yeah, I ain't got to give you my word, because it's in scripture. The Bible says your word is bond, because God gave you his word. That's what God did. That's why they, even though they may not even know the scripture, they may not know the Bible, but they will not give you their word. Why not? You know, because it resonates in your spirit, even though you may not know what it means. That's why you got to look them in the eye. If you get that eye contact and they do this, I'll give you my word. I won't do it again. Or I'll give you my word. I'll try. If they're looking at you in the eye, yeah.
But you know what I leave them with when I call myself giving some good advice? I leave them with, it sounds cliche, but it's real as Jesus. Truth ever is, untruth never was.
Right.
Say that again. I said, truth ever is, untruth never was, because it didn't happen. I said, now you take that and you think about it every time you want to tell a lie.
Right.
It ain't gonna benefit nobody but you.
Right.
And that might be short lived.
Yeah.
So hey, you know, and the truth don't need no explanation.
Right.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know? But a lie is illuminated.
Yeah. Just in case for the people that are watching today, you're listening to the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show with my co-host, Miss Simply C from WODU Studios and WODU University. She's a colleague. She graduated from there. And our guest is the one and only, the Best of the 757 Norfolk native, Bunny Brown, as we talk about what it takes to be in this day and time to talk to young people and to try to encourage and motivate them to do positive things.
You know, I never told you, but I did 1 year at ODB.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Back in 74. And I went in there from September 74 to June of 75.
Oh,
but
wow.
I was in there for fine arts, but I had an English teacher that was an author. Oh. And he wanted them 500 word weekly, 500 word theses.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I only did 1 year there.
I did 4. I just got to finish up a couple to get my degree. But, you know, it's, like you said, it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of research. And you said you had 500. when I was over there, there was 25.
No, 1,500.
Yeah. That's only 3 pages.
What?
1,500 words?
Yeah, but you got to do
500
the
words a
research.
page. That's
You got to do
3
the research.
paragraphs. That's 9 paragraphs. All you gotta write is 7 paragraphs, because the
Right.
first and the last paragraph you're just repeating the same thing.
When you get to that upper level 500 level in fine arts, if you'd have stayed there to get the 500, the fine arts, the 500, he'd be doing 2,500 words or more.
Yeah, they got us.
50 years ago, I was at Old Dominion. 50 years ago.
Oh, okay.
74. This is 2000. Last year was 50 years.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
That's what the curriculum called for. When I was,
That's twice my lifetime.
Hey,
you 25.
we'll see how he's talking to. He's got to be 20.
Oh, sorry.
Like that.
That's twice my lifetime.
And you are an alumnus of Old Dominion, and yeah, baby girl. I couldn't deal with it, but one year I've never been an avid reader. I've always been lazy about reading.
Right.
But I was more into what I see and feel.
Yeah.
Right. Which
But
is why you
then
chose
if I
the
like
arts.
something, I'll read that. But if you refer me to something, I'm a little slow about reading it. But once I get started and see what you started beginning to see why you referred me to that, and I grasp it, I'll read that. But I just go to the library on a weekly basis, like a couple of ladies I've dealt with over the years. And then I have a lady friend would go get 5 books out of the library one Friday, and that next Friday I've read all of them and go get 5 more.
I used to be like that in grade school.
Yeah. Right. When I went, I don't talk when I go to school. I went to college for 10 years. I started in 2007. 2007. I went, and people are like, why are you so quiet? My teachers and my professors like, I didn't know you was in the room. I marked you absent. Then that's how I've been here since the class started. Then she'll walk around and ask all the people in there, when did you see him come in? So when he came in, he's been here ever since, like he said, he was here before I got here. When I walked in, when he was here. Because I don't talk. You're telling people, I'm paying money for this.
Right.
I got an hour, 20 minutes in some of the classes. I ain't got time to be running my mouth. Unless I'm, no, I can't talk.
My favorite class was A.J. Jackson, my art instructor at Old Dominion.
Oh, yeah.
Now, but boy, when I was there, he was the only black instructor.
Oh, okay. I heard the name.
A.J. Jackson. He taught me how to paint. He taught me how to use your paint with acrylics. Because I was drawing with the paintbrush. He said, no, Mr. Brown, you're using the paintbrush like a pencil.
Right.
He said, you don't draw with the pencil. You blend in the colors from light to dark.
Right.
Dark to light.
Yeah.
So it looks, if you want to paint that a vase like you got there, you have to give it a spirit bottom and then make it narrow as it goes up like that. But you got it looking flat. Watch this. He took the brush and he blended that so good, and I started to see the roundness of that box.
Oh, okay.
He was tough.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing you learn when you go to art school. And he said he was a fine artist. Professional artists do not pick up a brush and show you anything.
That's true.
Today, they ain't picking up nothing. They'll tell you. And I asked my teacher, I said, why is it that she said, because they professional. They don't want you stealing their technique.
See, I'm realizing how blessed that one art class I took was.
I was one of 7 blacks in doing commercial art and graphic arts, studying under him. And it was only 7 of us on the campus at that time.
Right.
There were a lot more blacks, but in my curriculum, it was only 7 of us. And he said, "You're the only one." He said, "Put me aside and said, among my black students, you're the more inquisitive one, because when he was doing something, a painting, I would get right up under his arm and say, what you doing?
I come here to learn, man."
Right.
We want you to sit down and get out. He said, no. Come on back, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
He said, this is how you learn.
Right.
He's not bothering me. He's trying to learn.
Yeah.
Same thing when I went to beauty school. When the instructors were cutting hair, I would get the clothes to them in their clothes because I wanted to know why they angled it that way and have it to fall a certain way. Hey, I know, right? And he was impressed with the fact that I wanted to learn so bad that I was, you mind if I get a little closer and see what you're doing? Hey, he didn't have a problem with it.
Right.
Classmates had a bigger problem than he did.
Hey, bro.
He was very conscientious about your learning. If you were eager to learn, he made sure you learn.
Right. That's what happened with me going to school. I'm getting in arguments with. They argue with me. I don't argue, period. But they will be challenging me if I say this is the title of the theme of my painting. This one guy, man, the teacher had to calm him down because if he's not, he might have got knocked out. Because I keep trying to tell people, I ain't gonna argue about nothing. But you ain't gonna challenge me because you in front of about 20-some people and thinking that you're gonna talk to me any kind of way. And he about 20-some years old. Man, that ain't what the theme is. Man, you don't know what you're doing. I don't see it. The teacher say, hey, what did he see? It's not what you think it is. It's what the creator. I'm the creator. And he's trying to
that project. What can he tell you what's right or wrong about it?
That's what he tried to do. And the teacher had to calm it down, and he told him,
that's your creativity.
Right. He said that's his creation. And if you keep on, I'm gonna give you a 0 for the class today.
That'd be crazy.
Say just keep on. And then when I got to my 400 level class and to learn how to critique, you had to take a class to learn how to critique artwork because you got all these classes you got to graduate with. Yeah. And the teacher called, I had to go up and that was like a 1,200 page. That was a 1,200 page. I had the page I had to write on it. And he called me up and I was explaining. And he was like, okay, he said, well, you would have probably, he said, I'm going to give you a B+. I would have gave you an A or higher, but you're not a critic. So you was using all these words that I know you don't know what
How does he know?
He can't know because I ain't using nothing. I don't know what it means. That'd be ridiculous if you call me on it. And then he says,
I don't do that.
Yeah, you're not a professional critic.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you ain't getting, they look at, you're not getting paid. He was a professional critic, and book writer and stuff. He said, I'm gonna give you a C, I'm gonna give you a B+ on the paper. But I just want to let you know, don't write another paper like that because you're not a professional critic. As long as I pass, as long as I get a good grade, I ain't caring about all that stuff. I don't care.
That was me. As long as I got a C, I was an A student that didn't apply that capability.
Right.
I was satisfied with a C. And I was married at the time. My wife said, "Baby, you too sharp for that. Why you can't get past making anything other than a C?" I said, "It's passing, ain't it?"
Right. That's what.
If you apply a little more, you can get a B or maybe an A.
Yeah.
Right.
I know that.
I went to.
I didn't apply my foot to the fullest. I didn't.
When I went to ODU and Tidewater Community College, I transferred from Tidewater Community College to ODU. When I graduated, I got right now I got 200 and some credits on my transcript. 200 and some credits. I went to before I went, I had tried to get to Old Dominion. To Norfolk State, but for some reason they weren't just there. And they weren't returning no calls.
They're just like that, I'm finding, because my cousin went there and I was telling her I was thinking about doing my master's there, and she just said it wasn't the best experience with administration anyway. Well,
it's just a little experience because my teacher at Old Dominion, at Tidewater Community College, he became he got a professional. He became a professor at Tidewater. At Norfolk State, and he said, "Look, I want you to come over there." He asked me to come over. He said, "Look, come over. I'll show you the studios and walk you around and introduce you to some of the art teachers over there." Because I was in his photography class. He said, "But you're good. I want you to come over here with me." But I called after, nobody never, I just said, when I called ODU, or what you call it, told me to come in, he said, hey, can you come in tomorrow? I said, yeah. He said, can you, bring your portfolio? And I done did a professional portfolio. I got 2 or 3 of them. I got about 4 professional portfolios in my classes. I wasn't thinking when he said it. So when I went over there, I carried about 20-some paintings. I carried 24 oil paintings and watercolors. And when I walked into the art, he said, go in the studio and set your paintings up. I set up every easel in there. I didn't have enough easels. He walked in and he said, he looked around and said, wait a minute, is these all of your paintings? I said, yes, sir. He said, you painted all of these? I got all mediums. I got watercolor, oils, pastels. I mean, I got inks. And he said, and we ain't got to talk. We ain't got to look at no more. I do not have to look at no more. Come to my office. I'm going to sign you up right now. Yeah.
Did you work with acrylics?
Yeah, I work with all of them.
He did that. Yeah, I was going to say Henderson Vaughn has done a lot.
Well, with acrylics, you just got to keep your brush wet. And to keep one that's not wet. Just when you blend it.
I told you I was drawing with the brush instead of stroking it.
Yeah.
I hadn't really learned the technique yet, like Mr. Jackson took an interest in me.
Yeah. But he was a famous, because I think that when I signed up to go to Tidewater Community College, the lady that signed me up, she knew him. And
he was well known.
Yeah, but I think if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that they didn't want to put a painting in Chrysler Museum. If I'm not mistaken.
Awesome back in '74. Man, he had write-ups in the paper.
Or that's what I'm saying. He was a professional, but don't you know, it ain't been but till lately that they had black people paintings in Chrysler Hall. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Really?
Yeah, I went to school in I signed up to go to a college in 2010. And I talked to the lady when she signed me up. She said, Chrysler don't have no black people art in there. They just started. And when the paradigm was over, and they gave all the government, Biden gave all the people $150 million for the Afro-American community. They gave Chrysler, the city of Norfolk gave Chrysler Hall $60 million.
And they still ain't had no black people. That's crazy.
But they got it in there because they got it. I went to the meetings and people were like, that's why they got black folks. You can't go on no float there. They got everybody. They got all kind of black folks out in there.
Oh, okay.
They do now. But before they got that, because see, Chrysler Museum is a private museum.
Right.
It's owned by Chrysler. They get the people that do the cars.
Right.
You know, they own
the business, yeah.
Right. They who own Chrysler, they the only one that use the Chrysler Museum. They own it. But after out of the town meetings they had with the city council, they gave them $60 million. They didn't think it was fair. That's when Chrysler decided to let black people put art in there. They have a whole rooms there with black people art in there.
I guess that's good.
And
just
showcase.
Shouldn't have taken that much.
Yeah, because most people didn't know. Yeah. Most of your African art, you know where it was? Down in the basement.
Oh, they had it. They just didn't post it.
They didn't post it up top.
Yeah, nah.
They didn't display it.
They didn't display it up top. They
I didn't realize they had it.
They got the sarcophaguses, but that's so heavy that they said would fall. It'll weaken the floor. They didn't have a floor, so they leave that in the bow. If you go down in the basement, or ask them that you see the sarcophagus of a mummy, they got the sarcophagus of a mummy. That joker's heavy.
Okay.
You know, and original from Egypt.
Right.
And stuff, and it's you can't even move the top. You can't even move it.
Yeah.
They have to move that where they have a forklift there to move it. So, but I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up because we didn't come getting close to the end. You got the final words, Mr. Bunny Brown.
Well, I'll tell you what, first of all, I thank you for having me. And I would like to come back again where I can visually be.
Oh, yeah.
I like my expression to be seen.
Right.
As sincere.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to bring you back.
Well, I appreciate that. That's what I would like. I appreciate you having me back. And I'd like to get a chance to meet the young lady in person. And we can build together.
Right. You can see, well, when you look at it, because I sent it to your page, once you go off, it'll be on your page. I mean, it's already there. You can look and see. If not, then call me. I'll send it again. But what we do is, this is history. This is the 757 history. Our history, I decided to start doing history of our community and the things that people should be knowing to educate our future generation. You know, we got all the national artists. I mean, we got all the national Black people, Martin Luther King. We might have Megan Everett. We get that they get mentioned, or Malcolm X, you know, and stuff of that nature. But what about the local people that young people see every day but don't know who they are?
That's a good question. You know, and I'd like to come and do say maybe 3-song performance.
Oh yeah, we can work that out. Okay,
that's in the future. We can talk about that some other time. I'd just like to exemplify what I've done and what's my style, what my style has become over the years of doing everybody else's style. I got my own style as well.
Right.
I would like to present that. But at any rate, hey man, when it's convenient, give me a call and we'll schedule it, and I'll come back.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We can do. I can always book it back for another engagement in the future because I got other people when it already booked and waiting to come on. But you know, if somebody canceled, then I can always bring you back as early. You know.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And little lady, until we have a pleasant one, and keep on doing what you're doing, man.
You too. Thank you so much.
All right, Bunny.
Most welcome.
Talk to you later.
So you all both have a pleasant day.
You too, Bunny.
You too.
Bye-bye. That was the one and only 757 legendary Bunny Brown, R&B singer from the 757. And he will be back. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get him on with the link, but we'll get that technical difficult worked out. He's working and going back in the studio to work on some new material as well. And you got any closing words? Simply C. Or you got anything coming up that people should know about?
Well, I've become a gaming streamer. I've been building that platform kind of like how I used to build the podcast platform, except I'm using the skills that I've built over the years since 2018. Okay. That's going pretty good so far, pretty exciting. But I think that's about it. I stream every morning from 9 to 11, give or take, Monday through Friday. And then I'm trying to work a schedule for our late night streams because that's where the real fun happens.
Yeah.
The morning streams, like the people that follow me regularly, they tell me that I have a soothing a vibe. So they can listen to me while their kids are getting ready for school or while they're relaxing after sending the kids to school. And then before they actually start their day or they're at work. One of my friends, Melly, that was in here last time, he pops in because he does management. So when he's on the computer or he has it on his phone, he can watch me play the game. We can chat for a little bit or something like that in the mornings. But at night, that's when it's fun. So I just spent today's morning stream editing all my clips from Sunday night when we played this new game called The Headliners, which is just a scary like journalist game where you run around taking pictures, and the grosser the picture, the more points you get. So I'm excited to do that again. But yeah, if they want to follow me more currently, just any platform, simply _CC. The caption that's up there right now is actually from Twitch, and that's where I stream at. And you can catch me in the mornings, excuse me, from 9 to 11. And we're still working on a night schedule, but most of the time that's like 9 p.m. to anywhere between 11 and 1 in the morning.
Okay. All righty then. Well, it's been fun. I got to run. Get ready for the Best of the 757, you know, WVDM. That'll be on at 3 until 5. And then from 5 until 6 is the Let's Get Praise Music Ministry for all those that love inspirational music. And from 3 to 5, I play the best of the 757 artists every day. Until then, until the next time we meet, to the next time we greet. Don't forget to share this information with other people on your platform. We out. Bye-bye. I see you later. I'll be the same. I'm out of here. It's all about the future because it's our history.